goddesses, I'm coming to you today with blessings of autumn equinox, fall equinox. I wanted to be in your presence, in the energy of beautiful divine flow. Being outside, being by my garden, being by my tree with the Buddha, and I will show you that in just a moment. I will show it to you now. I have my obsidian crystal ball. Being held by the white selenite. Won't let me zoom in, just keeps doing something, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm by my garden celebrating Mabon, one of the festivals of harvest, of harvesting our fruits, or the fruit of our labor, as we plant the seeds and we care for the seeds, we care for the new plants growing for us throughout the summer, watering them, weeding them, feeding them, growing them, and we return to the edge of our garden to witness the fruits of our labor. And I'm going to offer you a meditation. I'm going to switch to the Buddha, to this serene, peaceful, vision of meditation. So take a moment to tune inwards, wherever you are, however you do. Just allowing yourself a little bit of time with yourself in this time of day, in this time of season, this time of year. Relax and make yourself comfortable. Close your eyes and take 3 deep breaths. Summer is over now. The leaves on the trees turn into brilliant colors of orange and yellow and bronze. The nights are cooler, and there's a chill in the morning air when you wake up. Imagine yourself standing at the edge of a vegetable garden. Today's Mabon, the autumn equinox, and the first frost hit the ground last night. The sun is filtering through the trees, but you can still see the delicate lacings of white that glitter across the vines. You know that when the sunlight touches the vegetable garden, the frosted vines will wither and blacken. There's so much work that needs to be done today. Carry a large basket into the tomato patch and begin to pick the green tomatoes. As you pick each fruit, wrap it carefully in old newspaper and tuck it gently into your basket. The tomatoes will sit in the dark basement in a single layer where they will ripen slowly without rotting if you do not bruise them. When you have picked all the tomatoes that are left on the vines, it's time to mulch the plot. You have been raking leaves the past few days, and now you have a huge pile of them that you covered with a light piece of plastic to protect them from the rain. Take large armfuls of the leaves and layer them across the tomato vines. With a garden fork, turn the soil and mulch the leaves under the fresh earth, spading up the plants as you go. The soil smells musty, almost sour, and you know that autumn is here. You have spent several weeks canning the fruits of the garden, and now it is time to put the bed to rest. After you have finished, take the tomatoes down to the basement. There, on well-ventilated shelves, stand rows of squash and pumpkins, full and orange and waiting for Samhain. This afternoon, you will gather with your neighbors for a feast. Everyone is bringing a different dish, and you have agreed to make a hearty soup. Look through the different vegetables and choose several: corn and peas, the rich tomato stock you made earlier this summer, a few potatoes from the burlap bag in the corner, an onion, a large zucchini, and a scoop of dried beans. When your basket is full, leave the basement and climb the stairs that lead to your kitchen. First, you need a big stock pot. It should be sturdy and solid, representing a centered, well-balanced you. And it should be big enough to hold all the ingredients that go into producing a fully balanced and enriching soup. Now look at each vegetable that you are going to add to the soup. Each vegetable represents a challenge you have met and mastered, a goal that you set and were able to accomplish. As you prepare each vegetable and drop it into the pot, think about your goals this year and the success you can count for yourself. Are there some vegetables that are missing? Remember that even with all our best intentions, sometimes things don't work out the way we hoped or planned. Sometimes the universe has other ideas about our lives, and sometimes chaos intervenes. Think now about those goals that you were not able to meet, that still have not come to fruition. Have you allowed them enough time to grow? Does this season take longer than you thought? Do you still need to forge ahead and give your energy to them, or should you let them quickly die and put them to rest in order to create new space in your life? Chop and put all the vegetables in the pot. Add enough vegetable stock to cover them and turn the burner to medium heat. And while the soup cooks, you have time to pay your private reverence to the goddess. Go back to the basement and get a large pumpkin and a small basket of apples. Then change into a warm ritual robe. Return to the garden. The work you did this morning looks good, and when you look at the vegetable patch, a sense of pride in your honest labor wells up and fills your heart. Next to the garden patch is a wide, flat stone. On this stone, you placed an ear of corn. It has now thoroughly dried, and today you add to that the pumpkin and a basket of apples. Kneel by the stone and touch its smooth surface. The rock is warm to your fingertips, but not with the intense heat of summer. And you know that winter is coming soon. Look at the food on the altar, then around at the fields, standing barren and parched. The body of the goddess is tired. She must rest. But out of her soil came food for the winter. Wonderful fruits and tangy vegetables, grain for the cattle and sheep, berries for the birds and the wild creatures that live in the forest beyond your farm. This is the cycle, the chain of life. Fruit springs from the earth and is eaten so we may live. But death is an inevitable part of life. And when we die, we feed the earth so life may grow again. From death to life again, and on and on. The eternal turning of the wheel. Take time now to thank the goddess, the mother, the earth, for the fruits she has brought into your life, both tangible and intangible. Dwell for a moment on those things for which you are grateful. Now return to your kitchen. There's a knock at your door. A steady stream of friends arrive to celebrate the harvest with you. They bring symbols of the abundance that the world has given to them. One, a loaf of bread, another a pie. A third grew no food but worked hard to produce a wonderful poem that lifts hearts. Another friend enters. This one wrote a book that entertains and enlightens her readers. Still, another brings a box of dreaming pillows to share with others. He is a craftsman and hand-stitched every seam with love and care. One friend grows livestock. He provides a turkey, roasted and stuffed with savory dressing. A bowl of corn, a cake, a jug of wine, a bowl of miniature animals carved from cedar wood to be worn as amulets are all placed on the huge table. Look around at all the people with whom you will share this holiday, friends and family, even strangers. You have all come together for one central purpose: to honor the abundance in this world and to give thanks for your participation in the great chain of life. As everyone forms a circle holding hands, take a few moments to concentrate on each person that has played an important part in your life. Do you tell them that you're happy to know them? Have you ever given them a little gift just because? How often do you let the people you love know that you care about them? Do your friends always have to call you, or do you take the time to reach out to them? Now, as everyone has gathered to feast and make merry, make a pledge to yourself that over the next few weeks you will return any neglected calls, you will write a few letters that you have been putting off, and you will take time to remember the less fortunate in this world. What can you do to make the world a better place? How can you help the planet rather than harm it? Can you volunteer a few hours per month to teach an illiterate person to read, to help out at a homeless shelter, to visit the sick or the elderly at a hospital, or even in your own family? Think about something that you can do to give back for all the wonderful gifts and services you have received in your life. For only when we share, whether it be a few dollars to aid injured animals or a few hours to feed hungry people, do we truly understand the joy that giving brings. Now, as I count from 20 to 1, you will become awake and alert, and the feeling of balance will stay with you as you go about your daily life. 20, 19, 18, 17. You are becoming more alert. 16, 15, 14, 13. The sounds around you are becoming clearer. 12, 11, 10, 9. You are becoming aware of the world around you. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You will awake clear and refreshed. 3, 2, 1. Take 3 deep breaths and slowly return, opening your eyes. And placing both hands into the heart space. Feeling your body, allowing yourself to feel all the feels in this season. Placing your right fingertips to touch the earth. Bhumi Sparsha Mudra, in deep gratitude to the earth, to the Mother Goddess, Pachamama, Gaia, Matushka, Земля. Feeling your devotion, your hard work, your dedication, your gratitude for all the fruits that you're able to gather and collect for your table to offer to others in the form of a soup, in the form of your gifts and offerings, tangible or intangible. Giving thanks to Mabon, to the harvest, to yourself. And on this day, I'm sending you all so much love, so much joy, celebration of your gifts, of your fruit. Blessed be, so it is. Namaste, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.